Okay, we got 6 o'clock. Welcome to East Dundee's regular board meeting dated Monday, October 4th, 2021. It's 6 o'clock. Yeah, take the roll.
Trustee Mahoney? Here. Trustee Andreessen?
Here.
Trustee Coonsey?
Present.
Trustee Burden? Here. Trustee Saviano? Here. Trustee Schreiber?
Here.
And President Lyon?
Here. And if you'll rise, join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see. Takes us to public comment on agenda items only. Is there anybody in the audience who'd like to address the board on an agenda item? Okay, seeing none. We'll go right into our consent agenda. If I could have a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve this. Oh, does anybody want to remove anything from the consent agenda?
I mean, the only question I had is, we're approving the map agreement before we even discuss it tonight. It just seems like the order's a little shaky. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I've got full confidence that people have negotiated.
I mean, did we get the things we talked about in executive session?
Well, maybe we should put a motion on the floor.
If you want to move it, we can move
Let's
on
move it out.
to
And maybe just do it last, like at least talk about it real quick, then come back out. I just think the order's still.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just recommend that that's an executive session item.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
Yes.
you want it, we
So
can
we'll
do
hold
it in
them then.
executive session.
so we'll come back out of executive session tonight then.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
First,
for the consent agenda, we are making a motion to approve the item A, special board meeting minutes dated August 23rd. Item B, motion to approve the special village board meeting minutes dated September 13th, 2021. And we will move the item C to the end of the other items agenda.
I'll second the motion, you said.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Andreessen?
Yes.
Trustee Coonsey?
Yes.
Trustee Burden?
Yes.
Trustee Saviano?
Yes.
Trustee Schreiber?
Yes.
Okay, well, that takes us to our agenda items. I could have a motion for item A.
I'll move to approve an ordinance amendment chapter 156 of the village code regulating signs in the manufacturing district sign regulations.
Well second.
Is there any discussion, Jennifer? Honestly, we're
Yeah.
going to
So, as most of the board knows, we don't have any sign regulations for M1. We do have some for the Pale Land property as part of the PUD. So we've got another request for a sign on the M1. It's in Prairie Lakes for a layout testing company, and we do have another one coming up for High Street. So we're recommending that we start by adopting the wall sign and then further develop the code as additional requests come in. We did consider lots of different options like adopting the whole B code, but there's a lot more in those codes than we probably need at this time. So basically, you can look at this as a starting place to help a business avoid going through a variance process. Okay?
Yeah. As you read it, you probably, when I read through it, I noticed that there's possibility in that in the future it might need to be amended, simply because of the changes that might be happening in that one, but the way it stands right now, it's solid. So any questions?
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Andreessen?
Yes.
Trustee Coonsey?
Yes.
Trustee Burden?
Yes.
Trustee Saviano?
Yes.
And Trustee Schreiber?
Yes.
Wonderful. And then item B is actually not a motion, but just the water tower design update, so. Bill, you want to run with this, or?
Sure.
We talked about an interesting kind of development.
Yeah, so last week we met with consultants and a contractor, and while we met on site, took a look at the tower itself, and they had a couple of recommendations, particularly the contractor, and they indicated that because of the black color, it'll create extraordinarily high temperatures during the summer season, and so they're recommending that we paint that lower flared section below the stem something other than black, ideally a white color, so that during the summer months it's more tolerable to be inside there working, collecting samples, monitoring the system, and so on and so forth. And also, I suppose over time, the elevated temperatures could affect the electronic equipment in there over long periods of excessive heat. So that's their recommendation. Taking a closer look at it, it would be about 15 feet-ish off the ground. So you probably would obviously see it up close, but wouldn't see it as clearly from a distance from 25. So on and so forth. So that was the thought recommendation, is to switch that lower flared section from black to white. And pardon?
Would it be, the white, black, white, would it make sense to get a flare section out of a gray? Is it, it doesn't matter, I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter.
So anything other than black,
Yeah.
we said any dark color in that portion.
Is it goofy to think like, what if you did like checkerboard or like swirl or something like that? Like, you know, say like cut the black in half, because it just seems weird having the flare white,
Right.
black stem,
White.
black, whatever
Right.
that's the thing is, and then the white hole.
Yeah.
That's
It
what I'm
just,
saying.
and again, I
So-
mean, I'm sure a swirl would look kind of shaky too, but I mean, just something maybe where we could like, you know, have continuity coming up, because I like the way it looks, like with that same color, whatever it is. I mean, even if we just gray or something, I mean,
Yeah. You know, I had that thought too, but when I start looking at what's surrounding it, if it's only 15 feet up, there's buildings surrounding it, so that really, you can't really see it from the street.
Okay.
Because from 72, it's what is it, the car dealership that's in front of it.
Yes, correct.
And then you really don't see it unless you're really driving way back in there. So
Okay.
the whole consistency of it, I
Yeah.
don't think is gonna really be all that noticeable.
All right.
And for the form over aesthetics, or the
Right.
function over aesthetics, I don't think I would have too much of a problem. And also, if you're gonna if you're already painting part of it white, introducing a third color is only gonna add more expense and complication to the matter, so I'd just be okay to do it white personally.
And the ball itself too, they're talking about raising the level of the black,
Yeah, so for example, on the bowl itself, typically about midpoint of the bowl down is where you get mold, mildew, and dirt accumulation over time, which you can see on both of our towers, and you can see on other towers. So a lot of water towers in the area have a dark color for that reason on the lower portion of the bowl. So they're recommending bringing up this black a little bit closer to the East Dundee logo to eliminate. We'll see the black, and then over time we'll see streaks of mold, mildew, and it would just require pressure washing and more frequently if we don't, but the black would certainly, or a darker color would certainly hide that discoloration of the dirt, mold, and mildew over time.
is there anything like preventative you could do, like as far as like a type of paint, like an antibacterial, like a spray, like, you know, every year it's like a quick spray that keeps mold and mildew off?
They didn't offer anything that would, it's, what we understand, a fairly common occurrence with water tower systems, and, yeah, so I think it's like just a question, not that we're aware of it, they're aware of it, yeah.
I'm fine with following the white and the black.
Yeah.
Practical.
We'll make sure we
Yeah.
arrange it so that it's
If it looks bad, it's on you.
very true. Very true.
Nice job, Phil.
Black at the bottom with your name.
Yeah. On the website, Phil did this.
He's even a full color.
Right.
Cool.
so we basically just need a consensus on this, so
Yeah.
it sounds like we got it.
Got it.
Come up with flare at the bottom, white, raise the black, a couple of feet.
And they're hoping to get started, expecting to get started this week, so, they communicated to us, they're gonna get their best crew, their A-team out, and try to get this thing done to our standard and our expectation as quickly as possible.
Has anybody ever seen they're gonna send out like their worst crew? Like, hey, we got a bunch of slack, we're gonna throw them out in your town, is that cool? Like, has anybody ever seen that?
I have not heard that.
Yes.
Okay, well, and moving on, it's a short meeting then today. We've got our financial reports in there.
I have one question
Sure.
on the financial reports. There were several payouts that indicated final UE credit balance to various.
Small dollar amounts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
so
various
about 5%.
individuals. I was just wondering if, I don't understand what UE is.
There was positive, I believe, account balance, utility billing.
Oh, utility billing, that makes
So they
sense.
were paid out to the
Yes,
residents.
I remember there were some issues with
Yeah,
that.
the customer.
Right,
Yes.
okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, they were all about 20 bucks, 30 bucks.
Yeah,
40 bucks.
correct.
Yeah. Well, that takes us to reports. I'll start out just saying that boy, Heritage Fest was a real success. It was wonderful.
Oktoberfest?
What's that?
Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest.
Let's say, that's a great report for this. Yeah, here in East Dundee, yeah.
Oktoberfest, sorry about that. I always get those two mixed up. Yeah, I was able to work it Friday night and Saturday night and saw a number of the other trustees. That was wonderful. Really well received. Boy, we had a big turnout. It was a lot of fun. So just like to tip my hat to everybody who was involved in that. It was a big effort, but it was very well done. So we'll hope for another one. The next one we've got coming up will be Dickens. So we'll hope for some good weather on that too. So, but that's all I have. So let's go on here. Trustee Saviano.
I volunteered that I would be at the last, and I was really well.
Yeah. Trustee Tribe.
No report this week.
Trustee Jones. No report. Trustee Molly.
Yeah, yes, the Oktoberfest was really great. Also volunteered on Saturday afternoon and Sunday. I wanted to play the late night Ravelry. And there was a really good attendance. I was wondering if any of the, I don't know if it's going to be in your report, Jennifer, on any of the questions that I had emailed you and Brad about, if you'll have that in your report or not, but I'll just wait for you on that.
Yeah, we're still inventorying. Some of the things that Kathleen had asked was about, some of the sales. And we still have the inventory, and we're also, I think an email was sent out requesting feedback. So we will be compiling that as well.
Do we have a final count for the Saturday one? Saturday night?
It's difficult, so because we do wristbands for only those who are drinking, we have to kind of guess. My eyeball right now says 2,000 at a point.
That's better on Saturday.
I'm sick. It was the
Yeah.
most busiest I've ever seen the
It
downtown
was
since I've been
pretty
here.
crowded.
It was crowded.
Apparently it died quick though, because I got there about 10
That's
o'clock.
great. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I mean, people were like, you should have been here like 6 minutes ago.
Oh,
It said it was jam-packed.
Yeah, it started coming out quick, but boy, from the time I got there, right up until then,
Yeah.
it was madness.
About 9
Well,
o'clock, they had kind of headed to the restaurants and the taverns and, but I think that big chunk of the time was.
The weather held too,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Friday night rain there, so.
It's great.
Thanks. Then on Saturday, Trustee Saviano, Britton, and I attended the Northern King County Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet, which was wonderful, and I actually well attended after a year hiatus. And we presented an award to Blues and Barbecue and their foundation, Taste the Love, for recognition for East Dundee and all the good that they do for East Dundee and the greater community. And then I think that's it.
Great. Trustee Reed?
No.
No. Trustee Britt? Okay. Chief, let's start with you.
Let's see, at Oktoberfest, we gave away 475 rubber duckies.
All right.
Police duckies.
I gave out a few myself.
Yeah. So that was the most ever.
But they didn't say Heritage Fest on it, did they?
No.
Make sure you have the right ducks.
I do.
Put it up. I've got it on my dashboard. It's awesome. Looking out. Yes, so definitely.
There were no law enforcement issues for that weekend?
No, it was
seemed
It
very
was
well.
just remarkable.
Yeah,
It seemed calm.
All of those people in one place,
yeah,
and really no issues arose.
that's good.
That's
I hear it.
Very good.
That concludes my report.
Hey, Phil.
Just a couple quick things. The village will be busy over the next month or so. We've got obviously the painting, tower painting project, the street improvement project will be kicking off here, I would assume, in the coming weeks. The Hill Street lift station is going to occur here probably sometime this month, middle part of the month. We've got some striping on, road striping on Barrington Avenue that's going to occur. We've got a crosswalk right here next to the caboose that we're going to improve there. So next month or so is going to be real busy in town. We see various activities and projects going on. So.
We'll hope for good weather.
Yes, weather permitting, thank you, yes. But I'll certainly keep you updated in my bi-weekly on the various projects and activities.
And how's the river clearing going?
It's going well. The last few days, we've been kind of focusing on some sidewalk replacement in town, some sidewalk issues, but we're going to resume that this week.
I can actually see out of my kitchen window and see water now. It's
Right.
fantastic.
Kind of the focus.
No problem.
Jennifer. Sorry. I went out of order here.
Couple of items, no problem. I won't say too much about Oktoberfest, which was Heritage Fest. I wouldn't mistake that. I wouldn't say Carpentersville Fall Fest. So obviously that was great. We will report on those items. One other thing that's going on in town possibly is still the Route 72 Christina Drive signalization project. There is a utility issue, which could potentially delay the project until spring. So we'll just keep you posted on whatever the issue is that is at hand and that we're facing.
I really think somebody about wanting to get this done.
Yeah.
We'd like to get this done. We did get our check from IDOT though. Unfortunately, it all goes to Speedway, but that's okay because they're paying for it. But that was almost $1 million that we received, so that was good. We also received 50% of COVID funding that was coming to municipalities on a per capita basis. 50% this year, 50% next year is the expectation. That was about $218,000. So we did receive that. So we will have to start talking about what to do with some of these funds, but we are still waiting for more to come in. Sounds like a lot. Our share per capita is obviously a lot less than other municipalities, so but it's still good for us. And then as a follow-up to a discussion we've been having about parking a lot versus parking garage options, I'm going to be contacting the board to request your feedback about elaborating on a prior email I sent requesting funds to produce some engineering dollars. We have it in the budget, but to spend some money on engineering or architecture to determine what our traffic, what our parking needs are, what our parking availability is now, and how different options and way we can kind of accomplish what we need to do and satisfy that need. So I'll be following up. I did send one email. I think I need to elaborate. We do have sufficient funds in the budget to do this, and we just have to get direction on what we're going to do. Part of the reason is there's additional grants out there. One is the Downtown and Main Street Grant Program. It is tied to COVID. It's also tied to Illinois Rebuild Funds. But we don't want to miss out on the opportunity to apply for that. In order to apply for that, we do need to do some homework on our end. So expect that email from me. I have nothing else unless anyone has any questions for me.
What's the deadline on the rebuild?
It's January.
January 21
Yes.
or something like that?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's January for sure.
I thought there was one I saw that was like end of October. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's sunny out, going through the house. I get it, it's just hard to keep up with, but
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll take a look. Chris, what do you got?
Approximately a week and a half ago, I notified Jennifer, Jeff, and the village attorney about a tenant in the Hager building. And so I notified them that they had to vacate the property immediately. The structure is unsound, it's unsafe. As we toured, the fire district and I toured the building, there's a section of it that has actually started to collapse, the roof is collapsing. I posted, I red tagged the building so that notifying them that they can't go in there. I am going to send a certified letter to the owner, which is Made Industries, but when I searched the Cyber Drive information with Illinois corporations and LLCs, that they've been involuntary dissolved, so that means they didn't pay their annual renewals. I'm not sure if they're still in existence or what is happening, but that's the only contact I have, so that's what I'll send them notice.
There's a way to find those people too, because for my day job, it happens quite a bit, like they were involuntary dissolutions, probably we saw. But, you know, in order for a company to go out of business, they have to basically certify that they've met all their obligations and what have you, or whatever. So either it was like, they just, it happens, sometimes people just forget it, you just don't file in time. And lately, the state of Illinois has been like issuing dissolutions like within like a day or two, or it used to be about a month. But yeah, I think we would follow, take it to like probably the ownership, you know, the individual owners of that one, just to make sure you got somebody on that.
Yeah, I do have Gene Staples'
Okay.
home address, so I send it to him also in addition to the P.O. box. for the-
Maybe it's one.
So we've got a tenant over there, I can't even imagine walking in that door. Much less, you know, staying there for a length of time. Anyway, okay, great, is that all?
Riverly, I understand that they will be having their facade repaired in a week. I'm still working on trying to get some timeline nailed down for the Dominic's property.
Yeah.
They did get pricing, but they haven't gotten back to me exactly when they're going to start, so I'll follow up with them again this week and hopefully have some answers.
Good, good. And then Dave Park, it's framing up there, it's like you're reading all that.
Yeah, I guess he's going to get somebody over there to do that.
Which is great.
Is that it?
Mr. Hines?
No report.
No report, okay. That's easy. Well, I guess that would lead us to public comments on non-agenda items. I'd like to address the board. Okay. All right, well then that'll take us to executive session. We were going to be going in and we're going to recess and not adjourn, correct? Did we not come
Yeah,
back?
we're going to come back out to the.
Okay, and that could work, if I could have a motion then, or read the,
I'll make a motion that we move to executive session, close to the public meeting on the provisions of the Illinois Open Meetings Act, 5 ILCS 24/2, C1 personnel, and then also, there it is. C21 discussion of minutes, C1 personnel, and C2 collective bargaining, or collective negotiating matters.
Second.
Ken?
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Andreessen?
Yes.
Trustee Coonsey?
Yes.
Trustee Britton? Yes. Trustee Saviano?
Yes.
Trustee Schreiber?
Yes.
President Harden?
Yes. Okay, take 5 and then let's get into the.
Because I'm like that, like.
Okay. We are,
Do we have to tell this?
Yeah.
okay. We are now recessing back into open session for the Monday, October 4th, 2021 meeting, Board of Trustees. Catherine, will you take the roll?
Trustee Mahoney? Here. Trustee Andreessen?
Here.
Trustee Coonsey?
Present.
Trustee Britton?
Still here.
Trustee Saviano?
Here.
Trustee Schreiber?
Here.
And President Lang?
Here. Okay, so the item then that we're going to be discussing or voting on then is item C of our consent agenda. If I could have a motion.
I will move to approve a resolution authorizing the execution of a negotiated agreement between the Metropolitan Alliance of Police, East Dundee Police Chapter number 453 in the Village of East Dundee from May 1st, 2021 through April 30th, 2025.
I'll second.
Trustee Mahoney?
Here.
Trustee Andreessen?
Yes.
Trustee Coonsey?
Yeah.
Trustee Burton?
Yes.
Trustee Saviano?
She said here, that's why I was like,
Yes. I think we've got yes. Sorry.
Oh,
I
yes.
said here when I meant to say yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was just trying not to laugh at you, but it's like blackjack dealers. Yeah, that's what you want.
Trustee Burton?
Yes.
Trustee Saviano?
Yes.
Trustee Schreiber?
Yes.
Okay, is there any discussion on it? No? Good, everyone's already approved it, that's good. All right. So now we can
Make a motion to go back to the executive
make
session.
a motion to go back into executive session to adjourn.
All right, I will make a motion to go back into executive session, close the public meeting under the provisions of the Illinois Open Meetings Act, 5 ILCS 124/2. C1 personnel